Hey guys, what's up? I am here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 998. Now, this chapter right here looks like to me is paired up with our friends against other characters that they'll be facing, but one of them seems to be a little shocking in a certain way, depending on how he knows him. You guys might be saying, "Okay, what the heck are you talking about?" I'll get to that just a moment. It's called Ancient Zones, by the way. Onigashima is floating around the sky as an opening scene, and we see too that Marco ends up using his flames on Chopper, and Brook and Zoro seems to be upset at what Marco's doing, and it looks like to me it's actually helping Chopper. He says, "Whoa, they're at the right temperature to suppress the virus whatsoever," And we have too that Dr. Chopper gets word from Dr. Miyagi from the Mink tribe, and the Tristan nurse says, "Hey, come over here. We'll help you out the antibody," And we see to it that Marco ends up using passive flame on so many ice demons that it's actually working on a lot of people, We have to it that Queen seems to be very angry because Marco is like meddling in his freaking fun activity. He even tells everybody, "Hey, get the antibody back. There's no way the enemy would save you, but if you allow them to do so." He goes "Well, whatever." We have to it that Marco tells Roronoa to go to the roof. He'll handle the small fry over here, etc. And we have to it that many of Hyogoro and his men decides to defend Brook. He says, "Leave it to us. We'll handle these guys." We have to it that Appo seems to be very annoyed and says, "Give me the antibody, otherwise I'll be in trouble." But unfortunately for Appo, he gets attacked by X-Drake and tells Roronoa, "If you consider me as your ally, leave the floor and go ahead. We'll take care of this." And we have to it that Roronoa says, "You're smarter than you look to align yourself on the good side." On the fourth floor of the castle, we have to that Jinbei decides to distract everybody, and he tells Luffy, "Go on ahead. I want you to go ahead. I'll handle the rest here." And we have to it that Frankie continues his fight against Sasaki's freaking army, and Sasaki, very annoyed with Frankie's attack, decides to take him on, and he ends up transforming into his Triceratops form, which is known to be an ancient zone model, the dragon fruit, And we have to it that Sasaki tells Frankie to give up because dinosaurs are the strongest creatures to have ever lived. Well, if I remember correctly, in history books, they get wiped out by a meteor. Let's not deny that. Although they are very strong, that doesn't mean they're very invincible. That in the case. We have to it that Sanji is stuck with Black Maria and is trying to escape, And we have to it that Black Maria and her other women are trying to freaking seduce him, And he's like, "Hey, look at all the women here. Aren't you freaking captured by us, etc." And we get to know that her zone fruit is known to be a spider fruit model, Rosamel, Glassero, I don't know. But one thing for sure, we have to that Who's Who, apparently one of the Flying Six, is an ancient zone known to be a cat fruit, saber-tooth model. We have to it that Jinbei gets told by Who's Who, "Hey, can you stop bullying my men? I didn't expect Jinbei the Knight of the Sea to be so childish to do something like this, And Jinbei's like, "Well, I'm a helmsman on the Straw Hat Pirates. I rather you used the title with more worth to it, He goes "Well, my bad. I caught a glimpse of you once. Back then when you were a member of the Warlords, that's why." Well, it doesn't matter anymore. That's the shocking part. It looks like Who's Who seems to know Jinbei, but where though? He said that he knows Jinbei, that he used to be a warlord of the sea or a Shichibukai. And Jinbei's "Oh, if I could see your face probably, it could jog some memory." He goes "Ha ha, too bad for you, boy, because I'm not showing it to you." Then we go to the next scene with Onigashima outside the dome. We see Page 1 and Oti, two of the Flying Six. One's a Spinosaurus and the other one is a Pachyleptosaurus, And we have to it, he says, "Where those cowards run off to, And we have to it that Oti says, "I'm going to make sure to break Nami's face for real this time, And We have to. The Momonosuke is inside the dorm in the storeroom and says, "What is this place?" It's a statue of the dragon, as Yamato tells Momonosuke. In the past, it was placed at the entrance of this island, but it's been abandoned here. After my friend broke it. He says, "Your friend?" And Yamato says, "Yeah, a few years ago he came to kill my father." And we see a silhouette of Ace. This is gonna be interesting, you know? I mean, it must be very annoying that it's slow for a lot of us fans, but I appreciate the fact that Oda's trying to answer a lot of our questions of how Yamato knows Ace. So we all know Ace landed on Wano a long time ago, but we don't really know what his activities were. The only activity we know is that he helped Tama out and others who actually were starving, you know, etc., etc., etc. So I don't know how this is gonna go out for everybody else, but one thing for sure, it's gonna be a little we're all going to be in trouble in a certain way, but we'll have to see. Anyways, I'm looking forward to next chapter and the one after that. It all depends. If I don't think it's going to happen, but if we could reach 1,000th chapter before the end of the year, which is highly unlikely, that will be great to end it off right there. Because One Piece has been going on for a long time, and the fact that it's one of the few series that I know that reached at least 1,000 chapters, you know, I mean, that's pretty slick. Anyways, looking forward to where it's gonna head out next time. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.